Hello there, welcome to Market Street, Hebden Bridge. My name's Nigel, you're watching Niggle Pigs. Now we're here to have a look. Well, at the moment it's an art gallery called Heart, and it used to be a chapel. Let's have a look round. This is the place here. It's like I say, it's now called Heart Gallery. It still says the Arts Centre above, and it is on Market Street. This is Market Street, main thoroughfare through Hebden Bridge. And there's a little secret not many people know about this footpath, but we'll tell you that a little bit later on. For now, let's do a little bit about the history of this chapel, which was called Ebenezer Chapel. I'm sat here in front of the chapel now, the Arts Centre, and I'll just read you from my script, so I'm sorry if it sounds a little bit robotic, but I cannot memorise the script for the life in me. Well, here goes. Ebenezer Baptist Church, Hebden Bridge, on Market Street. This is a particular Baptist chapel built by Dr. John Fawcett in 1777. Dr. Fawcett was also a preacher at Wainsgate Baptist Chapel near Old Town. Leaves a pause to show a picture of Wainsgate. This chapel was able to accommodate between 500 and 600 people, which was needed for the growing population of the valley that Hebden Bridge sits in, which is the Calder Valley. In 1786, work began on a Sunday school. This was to be one of the first Baptist Sunday schools in the country. John Foster, a well-known preacher, teacher rather, taught at the Sunday school. There's a sundial, which I think you can see there, the sundial, and it is inscribed Cod Petis Umbra Est 1833. That means what thou seekest is shadow. In 1846, 8 members of the congregation left Hebden Bridge to form a Baptist cause in Brayley. Pause again for picture of Brayley. The Ebenezer Church became a Sunday school when the congregation moved to Hope Baptist Church. Let's leave another pause for a picture. In 1858. There's a small graveyard in front of this building. I'll show you some pictures of some graves which still remain. That's the important bit about the footpath. Later, in 1873, the building, the chapel, was to be known as Hebden Hall, and the builder, later again, became the officers of Hebden Bridge Times and Calder Vale Gazette. That was in the 1880s. Then it was used as an antique shop, and now, as you can see, it is the Arts Centre. Well, that's gone with the introduction. Not going to be much longer of a video, but there's more old pictures to show you because of the feature outside, which is where I'm sitting, which is where the graveyard was. Yeah, so this is the front of the building. The building is just behind me, and this area here was the graveyard of the chapel stroke church. And just around here, let's have a look. Just here, I've got a picture of it, I'm going to step over a wall, is a remaining grave. The other graves are still down there, and there are lots of them. I've got a map I'm going to show you. And the map is also interesting because the graveyard was larger than this. That is the little secret we have. I'll just go and show you these graves. There's another in situ grave right out front of the chapel. I've got pictures from in the chapel which I'll show you a little bit later as well. And there's another. I'll also put photographs of these on. You can see there. And there's another one. And behind the tree is yet another one. But like I say, there is a little secret to this place. Kind of a morbid secret. And the fact is that this wall, unknown date, was moved backwards to increase the width of the footpath. In fact, just to come right out to where the edge of this building, which is now Oregano Italian restaurant. So, kind of where I'm stood here was the line of this wall here. So it's been moved back that far. And the thing is, the graves are still under here. So I'm now going to say something. Excuse me for walking up on your graves. So yeah, all the way right along there. So the same all the way to there. I'm now stood at the eastern edge of the graveyard area, so you see where that gent's walking just now. He's walking right along the edge of the graveyard. Pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, little do they know that they're walking on graves. Anyway, that part of the video was done in February. You might have noticed it looked a bit cold, but I'm now in September. I thought it was about time I got this video out. Well, I told you about the map that I have. Well, let's put it up on screen now. So you can see there's a red line drawn onto the map. That red line is where the wall is now. It's where it was moved back to. Well, you can see the front of it is nowhere near there. So there's quite a few graves at the front. I think there's about 19 or 20 of them that are still there under the pavement, because the pavement, as you can see, was pretty narrow. It's just kind of spooky that, you know, I've walked over there for years and I never realised that I was walking on graves. Well, anyway, that's the end of that part of it. Let's just show you a few pictures of the inside of the gallery as it is now, and then I'll come back and say bye-bye. But anyway, thank you for watching. Well, there you go. It's quite nice inside there. I really enjoyed having a walk around. I talked to the ladies there, and they actually know all about the graves that are underneath still and the ones that are under the pavement, and they quite like it because they believe that they look after them on the inside. Anyway, that's a nice ending to the story, but pretty spooky story. So let's say bye-bye, but first, please, if you like it, thumbs up. And if you really like it, give me a subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, but it means a heck of a lot to me and helps my YouTube channel build. We're heading towards 1,000, so please, let's get past 1,000 soon. Invite friends, and please, would you share the video? Many thanks, and goodbye.